The saying, "an apple a day keeps the doctor away," is quite famous, but is it always true? While fruits are very healthy for us and are usually recommended by doctors and nutritionists, we are always cautioned to be mindful of the type and amount of fruits we eat. This is because fruits are called nature's candy, based on the fact that all fruits contain some amount of sugar. Getting the wrong type of fruits, or too many fruits, only puts you on the way to a huge blood sugar level spike. This can be disastrous if you're diabetic. You might be wondering which fruit is not so great for your health. Well, in this video, we shall be observing the top 5 worst fruits for diabetes. Number 1. Mangoes. Mango is often referred to as the king of fruits. This is because of the fact that it is arguably the most beloved tropical fruit and is one of the most consumed in the world. To complement its bright yellow flesh is a unique and very delicious sweet flavor. As lovely as this fruit may be, it can be quite heartbreaking to hear that mangoes may not always be good for you. Due to some of its content, it can be very disastrous to your health, especially if you're diabetic. In understanding how mangoes and some other fruits can be detrimental to diabetes, it is a prerequisite that you understand glycemic index. The glycemic index is a scale of 0 to 100 for the ranking of amounts of carbohydrates in foods and determining how fast a food can cause blood sugar levels to rise. Foods with high GI are very harmful, especially to those with diabetes, as it causes a spike in blood glucose. It also makes maintaining a healthy weight very difficult. Low GI foods are below 55. The medium is from 56 to 69, while those above 70 are classified as high GI foods. In healthier fruits, the score is lowered by the presence of fructose and fiber contents, which aids the body to digest carbs slower, causing a stable blood sugar level over time. Unfortunately, this is not exactly true with mangoes. Although mango has a GI of just 51, which makes it a low GI food, over 90% of its calories is gotten from sugar. Also, according to research data, one 165-gram cup of mango has as high as almost 100 calories and 24.7 carbohydrates, including 22.5 grams of sugar. It is for that incredible potential to cause a huge spike in blood glucose that mangoes have been added to this list. The good news is, even as dangerous as mangoes can be, aside from the low GI it has, it contains a good amount of fiber and antioxidants that help in the minimization of blood glucose spikes. To healthily consume mangoes, practice moderation, monitor portion sizes, and eat them alongside foods rich in protein. These simple techniques can help improve the response in your blood sugar. Number 2. Dates. Dates are sweet, fleshy fruits that are gotten from date palm trees. They are sold mainly as dried fruits and are commonly consumed on their own or alongside smoothies, desserts, as well as a lot of other dishes. Dates are naturally very sweet and delicious, almost tasting like candy. This makes their impact on blood sugar a huge concern for diabetics. They pack a lot of sweetness in a relatively small bite. Dates serve as a very good source of fructose, fruit sugar. About 67 calories and 18 grams of carbohydrates can be gotten from just consuming a single dried pitted date alone. This just shows how dangerous it can be. As we already know, blood glucose levels can be quite difficult to manage, most especially for diabetics. Also, people suffering from diabetes are to be very conscious of their intake of carbs. Due to the high carb content of dates, they pose a threat and should definitely be on this list. They should in fact be viewed as a serious threat when not taken in moderation. However, as much concern dates raise, they are still very healthy to you, but only when eaten in moderation. A single date, even with its high carbs content, contains almost 2 grams of fiber, which is of great importance to the body. Fibers play a significant role in the body by slowing down the rate at which carbs are absorbed. This might give you the impression that your blood glucose level will always be safe. You are not entirely wrong, but the great taste of dates only means that it can be very easily overeaten, meaning we must be wary of it. Dates pack a lot of other health benefits, but doctors and dietitians recommend that you consume only about 2 to 3 dates daily if you're being wary of diabetes. Number 3. Bananas. Well, most of us primates really love these yellow bundles of pure, undiluted joy. However, despite being a healthy fruit, bananas are known to be of high carbs and sugar contents. From consuming just one medium-sized banana, weighing about 126 grams, one can get 29 grams of carbohydrates, 15 grams of sugar, and 112 calories. Bananas are generally placed between 42 to 62 on the GI scale, meaning they can be classified as low or medium. It all just depends mainly on the ripeness of the banana. Yellow or ripe bananas contain more sugar and less resistant starch than green bananas. This just means that a fully ripened banana will cause your blood glucose to rise more quickly than an unripe banana. Although eating one medium-sized banana may not be as dangerous, eating multiple bananas in a day or in a week can pose a negative impact on your blood sugar level. You are allowed to consume about 2 bananas in a week, but don't monkey around. That can be difficult though, as bananas taste great. But if you're worried about diabetes, then you should definitely tame that inner monkey you might have in you. If you have diabetes and you want to enjoy bananas, you should watch your portion size, go for nearly ripe bananas, spread consumption throughout the day, and consume it alongside other foods. Number 4, pineapples. Whenever you're chilling by the beach, it is common to incorporate a big, juicy pineapple into your menu, as it is the most common fruit for the occasion. Unfortunately, this wonderful fruit is not as good for your health. As we already know, fruits suitable for diabetics are usually those with low glycemic index scores, which is a way of saying they have less impact on blood sugar levels. Pineapples have only a medium GI score. Though pineapples are consumed by many and are presumed safe because of the fact that its glycemic index isn't as high as one would expect, it still has more effect on blood sugar than other fruits and isn't exactly good for your health. Beware, the body always digests sugar a lot faster than it does other types of starch, making it more likely to cause a spike in blood sugar levels. Also, there are different ways in which different forms of pineapples can impact blood glucose levels. In a thin slice of pineapple, 5.5 grams of the carbs are naturally occurring sugar. In a slice of 3 ounces, there is 8.3 grams of sugar, and there is 16.3 grams of sugar in a cup of pineapple. Going further, 28 grams of carbohydrates can be gotten from a little 6-ounce cup of canned pineapple chunks that have been drained of juice. Pineapple chunks in heavy syrup will contain even much higher carb value. Therefore, always ensure you check the can for the label, which tells you of the specific carb value. When it comes to the juices gotten from pineapple, its sugar and carbohydrate level is still something worth considering. Only 1 fluid ounce of 100% pineapple juice has been found to have about 13 grams of carbohydrate content. This is unusually high because fibers are partly broken down when fruits are juiced. This is dangerous because sugar from juices will enter your bloodstream a lot faster than that from whole fruits. In essence, your sugar level can spike just from drinking a large glass of pineapple juice, even if there is an unsweetened or 100% juice label on its container. If you must eat pineapples and you're diabetic, you should eat it in moderation and alongside healthy, balanced diets. You should also watch out for any changes in your blood sugar levels and talk to your healthcare provider or dietitian to learn the best ways of incorporating fruits into your meals. Number 5, watermelons. This may be surprising to you as watermelons do not really taste that sweet. However, watermelons and melons in general are some of the fruits with the highest sugar content. Watermelon is a favorite fruit to many people, but if you're diabetic, you should monitor the amount you consume as it is not entirely too safe for you. While the fruit is most commonly used as a sweet treat up at meals or as a summer snack, it is very important that you are aware of its nutritional value first, especially if you're diabetic. Watermelon is a member of the gourd family. It has very good nutritional value, and it is important for reducing the risk of cancer and heart disease. It also contains a high amount of water and fiber, which can be beneficial to you. But unfortunately, it contains a high glycemic index, as well as a good amount of carbohydrates. This makes it unsuitable for people with diabetes, and they should definitely monitor the proportions they eat the fruit. Watermelon contains a glycemic index of 72 per 100 grams serving. People who have diabetes are usually obligated to stay away from any food with a GI of at least 70. This is because consuming large quantities of them causes a considerable rise in blood sugar levels. Watermelon may not contain natural sugars, but it can cause a spike in your blood sugar level if you're not careful. The amount of impact it has on your blood sugar level depends on your overall diet and the total amount of watermelon you consume. As watermelon contains 70 to 80% water, it has a very low glycemic load of 2 per 100 gm. Therefore, it can be consumed safely even by patients with diabetes. To maintain a safe blood sugar level, diabetics are allowed to consume 150 to 200 gm watermelon at a time. This is equivalent to around 15 gm of carbohydrates. In addition, if you are diabetic and you want to consume watermelon without causing any complications to your health, it is best you eat it along with foods with high healthy fats, fiber, and protein contents. Examples of these are nuts and seeds. Combining these nutrients helps by keeping you full for an extended period. It also reduces the effects watermelon normally has on blood sugar levels. You might say that no fruit is bad for you. Yes, but not all are so good for you as well. You just have to know the ones you should pay the most attention to so you can watch your consumption. Watching your sugar intake is a good idea anyway, even though learning to tame your sweet tooth can be quite a hassle. The fact that fruits contain a lot of healthy nutritional value is undeniable. However, some have a higher sugar than others. If you're diabetic, learning about the fruits with the lowest sugar content can go a long way to helping you control your sweet tooth as well as significantly extending your life. You may have already dumped processed sugar, but fail to understand how much sugar is contained in fruits. It could be you just want to learn what fruits put your blood sugar level at lesser risks. Whatever the case, we hope this video was of great use to you. Are you diabetic and searching for an effective way of reversing its symptoms? You are only a click away from discovering the best diet program to reverse type 2 diabetes. Click below to begin.